to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. It really helps out and you never want to miss a video of mine. So today's video is going to be a video that I've actually wanted to do for a pretty long time, ever since I discovered that I could do this, and then I totally forgot about it. But I've gotten questions in the past and recently on this topic, so I thought I would make a video about it. So today's topic is how to sanitize rocks for your hamsters, or just pretty much the concept of rocks and hamsters. And I'm just basically going to be talking about it, and I'm also going to be showing you guys how to sanitize them and make them safe for your hamsters. So first thing is, I totally recommend having rocks in your hamster's cage. One, it's a different texture for their feet and their paws, and two, it's also really good for their nails because it can grind down their nails. But they obviously have to be safe for your hamster, and there's only really two things that you have to do to make sure that they are safe for them. But I get mine from outside. There's no point of really buying them if you can literally get them outside. Just the first thing that I want to say, besides the sanitizing them, is they need to be a big enough size where your hamster can't pouch them. So you can't be taking little pebbles or, just a size that you think your hamster might be able to pouch. Like, if this was a little bit smaller, I would be a little bit nervous about putting it in my hamster's cages. But they just need to be a big enough size. Honestly, that's the only thing. They just need to be big enough where your hamster can't pouch them. Now, if you're ever seeing that your hamsters really chew on them, I would probably take them out if you're constantly seeing them chew on them. If you see them chew on them once, it's fine. But if they're constantly chewing on it, I would probably take it out just because it's not that good for their teeth. But them walking on it, it's really good for their nails, and also the fact that it's a different texture. So I'm gonna get into how to sanitize them, but first I want to say that I've been keeping rocks in my hamster cages for a really long time. That's how I really block off the sand from bedding, from other, substrates and stuff like that. That's how I really separate them. And I also just love the look of it in their cages, and also a fact of them walking on it and filing down their nails. But basically, we're just going to get to the video, and I'm going to show you guys how to sanitize them and be okay for your hamster to use or put it in their cages. Alright, so the first thing that we have to do is we're going to take our rock. So I have it in a container. I use this container all the time for cleaning rocks, I guess you can say, because I've cleaned a lot of rocks in my day. That sounds weird, but I really have. Okay, so interrupt, but if you're wondering what that money sign is, those are my feet. I don't want to be showing my feet, so I'm putting money signs over them. $5 a foot. You're going to take your rocks and you're just going to put a bunch of water on it. At this point, it doesn't really matter if it's warm or not. You're just going to do an initial clean out because there's some gunk, as you can see, that was just kind of on the rocks, not really stuck to the rocks. Ugh. Technically, you don't have to do this in a container, but you will have to. Alright, so yeah, you can see all that stuff in the corner that I don't want, but I don't really know how to get out without. But that didn't really work. Alright, so after you have the really hot water, which isn't really that hot, but it's okay, you're going to go and you're going to put dish soap into the water. Alright, well, I forgot to click record, but I put the dish soap in and then just kind of shake it up a bunch. Basically, the hot water makes it so it's killing anything that's on these rocks, and then the soap is just also cleaning it. So you can also just boil some water and then have it sit in that, or do it how I did and just have it in there. So now we're just gonna have it sit. I don't even really need these rocks right now. I have no need for them. I'm just literally doing it for the video because I'm not gonna lie, I probably have around 30 rocks, but that's they're both in my cage, so I don't have any extra, so it's kind of good that I'm making these ones, but I don't need them. But yeah, so you're just gonna have it sit in the water until the water cools down, and then if you're still seeing dirt or nasty stuff onto the rocks, then you go in and you do the process again. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys when it's done, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like in the cage, but pretty much that's the video. All right, so it's been like an hour or two, so we're gonna check them out. All right, so after you have had them soak and the water is not hot anymore, you're gonna do it once again because now you have to get off all the soap that you put on them. So basically just do another hot water thing, and then they'll be done. So yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Here's our second. You can see the steam. Here's our second one of it, and as you can see, kinda there's some bubbles on top. It might, and it is the next day, but I wanted to kind of just like show you guys what the rocks look like in cages. So if you haven't seen my cages before, then you probably haven't seen the rocks in there. And also want to tell you, if you did it one time, then you want to probably do it again just in case, just to like kill off anything else and just to get off of the soap off of it the first time, or you can just rinse them like a bunch, but I do it usually 2 times. But yeah, I'm gonna go show you guys what it looks like in the actual cage. Okay, so obviously the rocks that I'm about to show you are not the rocks that I just did. I've had these rocks, but I just want to kind of like show you guys. Eleanor has kicked all her sand into her other place, but here is her rocks. Oh god, her cage is so messy. Look at this. She kicked all her sand over into this section where the... Oh my god, look at how low of sand she has. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to show you Ivy's cage because Eleanor decided to be so lovely and kick all her sand into a different section. Alright, so here is my Ivy's cage. Obviously, her sand is a little messy, but, so yeah, it just kind of blocks off the 2 different ones, and after a while, the sand kind of, like, creates a little bit of a like indent into the rock. But yeah, that's what they look like in the actual cage. I do want to say, if anyone thinks that I'm actually mad at Eleanor for doing that, she's never had sand before, so honestly I'm glad that she's like loving it and kicking it around and everything like that. Just not a good example of what your rocks should be doing. Eleanor did the absolute opposite of what I was showing you the rocks purpose for. But anyway, I have been wanting to do this video for a really long time, but I just never got around to it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.